What's up, guys? Welcome back. I just wanted to show y'all my Hornady lock and load AP setup. Finally got it tuned up, running real well, and want to show you some of the stuff I've done to it. Starting out, I've added this Inline Fabrication quick change mount. Very nice mount. Highly suggest checking them out. If you got a press, you can, or multiple presses, you can switch presses out in just seconds. Works very well. I've also got the shell plate holder because I do switch this press out for the Hornady iron press single stage, and I've got the Hornady Classic, which require the use of shell holders and saves from having to go hunt them down. Also, I've got the Inline Fabrication swing arm mount that holds 2 extra bends. I've got the Inline Fabrication improved double bend bracket. Switches this to hold 2 bends. And I've also got a bend down here for when I'm running single stage. All my presses are mounted on Inline Fabrication quick change mounts, and I just switch them out on this base according to which one I want to use. I'm also running Inline Fabrication's wall mount here. Haven't got it all completely set up. I've got another channel coming to run on out that wall. But check out Inline Fabrication. They make some really cool stuff. Here's their holder for when you're not using a press. I've got the double holder coming because I've just recently bought the Hornady iron press. And that way I can hold 2 presses here. Alright, this is my lock and load AP. Very nice press. I kind of started out a little aggravated with it, but once I got it tuned up, this thing's running like a sewing machine. Really impressed with it. Really well built. Just out of the box, you may have to do a little tuning, but once you get it tuned up good, they're very, very nice presses. What you see here on the side, this is from 3D Reloaded. They make a very, very nice case feeder. It's 3D printed, but very well made. The guy that runs the company, very cool guy. Great customer service. If you got any questions, he's really quick to reply. Willing to work on you with about anything. And, you know, if you had any trouble with him at all, he's there to walk you through or fix any problems you might have. He even made it with my channel name built in. That was cool. But very slick case feeder. I just bolted it up, and from day one, I've had 0 issues with it. It's run flawlessly. You can see it uses 7 tubes. And a collator up here at the top. I like this much better than the automatic case feeder from Hornady. The automatic case feeder from Hornady with pistol, it just constantly churns. You get the noise from the rattle of all the bullets rattling around. And yeah, it's just not for me. I'm not sitting down doing thousands of rounds at a time, which, you know, this doesn't add a whole lot of time adding cases to this case feeder. I highly suggest if you got a Hornady AP, definitely check out this case feeder. Works very good with 9mm. I haven't tried it out on rifle cartridges yet, but it does go plumb up to 30-06 rounds. Feeds 308, 223. The guy that owns 3D Reloaded put me in touch with a guy that makes a kit for tuning the lock and load AP Works very well. Once I got it in a matter of minutes, you know, I had the press tuned up. Haven't had any trouble with it at all. I'll put a link to his website in the description. It's called Bragging Rights Precision. Very nice kit. Doesn't cost a whole lot. And if you got a Hornady lock and load AP, I highly suggest picking up that kit. He also sells a kit that tunes your primer feed system. But adjusting the paws that time the shell plate, the kit he sells makes it very easy and very precise. Definitely worthwhile to pick it up if you got a Hornady lock and load AP. I started out with the Hornady bullet feeder, just the one with tubes, and never could get that thing working right. I was pulling my hair out with it. I'm sure I probably could have tinkered with it a little more and got it working right, but it would work fine as long as it didn't have the tube and I was just putting bullets into the die. But once I added the tube full of bullets on, it's just quit right there. No matter what I did, adjusting the case flare, adjusting the die up and down, I just never could get it working really well. So I picked up the double alpha bullet feeder, and this thing's been running flawlessly. I mean, and you hold 109mm bullets up here, and like I said, I haven't had any problems with it at all. I'll show you my die setup real quick, and then I'll run some rounds through for you guys. We're reloading 9mm. Case number 1, I've got a size and D prime on the top stroke. On the bottom stroke, we're priming. Then I've got the Hornady powder measure in station number 2. Station number 3, I'm running the powder check from double alpha. I started with Hornady's powder cop die, which works and does exactly what it's supposed to do, but I found myself not really paying attention to it, so I really wanted something that would tell me whether I was paying attention or not, would let me know if I had a double charge or no charge. And the way it works, it's case activated, so the case lifts this bottom piece right here. I know you can't see that very well. And then the powder charge will lift this rod, and it's got to be within a certain spot here. If not, you heard the buzzer there, it'll go off. Works very well. And coming on around to station number 4, I've got the double alpha bullet feeder. Like I said, it's ran flawlessly, haven't had any problems with it. Then finally in station number 5, we're seating and crimping. And let me try to get you a wider shot of it. It is a pretty tall outfit, but alright, I'll set up here and we'll get to reloading some 9mm. Alright, we're ready to get started. I've got my case feeder filled up, my bullet feeder filled up. We got our powder charge dialed in right at about 3.6 grains of bullseye. Our cases have been cleaned, but they haven't been deprimed. So let's get started. Let me get you a better look at that case feeder. As it comes up, this piece kicks this piece forward, which drops a single case down. And feeds it into the shell plate. Size and D prime. And we've got another case dropping down. Repriming. Alright, now that first shell is getting charged with powder. Comes around to the powder check. Sometimes that doesn't kick the primer all the way out. I need to lower my decapping pin a little bit, but now we should get a bullet fed. There's our bullet. Okay, I didn't have my case feeder twisted all the way around. That was completely my fault. Everything runs really smooth. My powder check will let me know if I've got too little or not enough powder. You'll hear it beep every once in a while. That's just the stem kind of gets bound up a little bit, but it always activates with the case, with the powder. But sometimes the stem gets bound up. If you got a double charge or not enough charge, it'll be a constant beep. Let me get y'all a better angle. Alright, hopefully you can see everything a little better. The case feeder works very, very well. And it's about a quarter of the cost of the Hornady case feeder. The jerk you see right about there, that's where the case mouth's flared and it's coming back out of the die. When your bullet tube runs dry, you just grip the bottom here, twist it to the next column of bullets, they'll fall down, and you're ready to keep loading. I'm hoping I can get you a better look at this case feeder and so you can see it while it's working. I'm about to run out on one tube and need to switch to another tube. Alright, I see here that I need to switch to the other tube. And I just grab the base. Well, you can do it one hand. Turn it to the next slot, next tube, and it's got a little indicator here that shows you where to stop in between these. And we can keep going. You can crank out quite a bit of 9mm pretty quickly. And this is plenty fast enough for me. Alright, right there's letting us know we got a little too much powder in one case. Probably just barely over, but I'll pull that case and weigh that out and we'll see. Alright, that wasn't the fault of our powder measure at all. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. It's got corncob media stuck in the bottom of the case. So that tripped our magnetic powder check there. So it done exactly what it's supposed to do. After further inspection, there was some kind of like a little ball of lint or something in the bottom of that case, which caused the corncob media to be stuck in it. So definitely recommend a powder check if you're running a progressive press. It's easy to kind of just get carried away, and you know, it's hard to watch everything all at once, so it's a great safety feature to have. Alright, we caught that. So moving on. And we need to turn to another tube of bullets. Alright guys, hopefully you can see how well that case feeder works. I'll leave a link in the description to the website where you can pick those up. I don't want to really name prices because prices constantly change, but it's just a little over $100. Well worth the money, I think. The thing works great. If you had any problems at all, the guy would, most certainly help you take care of it. But it seems like a solid unit. It's very simple. So I don't see a whole lot going wrong with it that he couldn't fix very easily. It's really the only thing on this setup that I haven't had to touch, tweak, tune, haven't had to do anything with it. I literally bought it, screwed it into the back. It mounts where the Hornady case feeder mounts on the back of the press. And like I said, the things ran flawlessly. So if you got a Hornady lock and load AP, if you're running pistol rounds, rifle rounds, whatever, this thing will feed cases for you. So I'll drop a link in the description. Check it out. If you purchase one, just let the guy know where you seen it, where you heard about it. And I certainly appreciate that. But like I said, be sure to check the description of this video. I'll have my affiliate links there. They're on my campsite page. There'll be a link to my campsite page. Any shopping you do using my links helps out the channel, and several of those links provide discounts to you. None of them will cost you any extra money, and I definitely appreciate it when you guys use those. I'll also have a link in the description to Bragging Rights Precision. He sells the kit to tune these presses up. Works very well. Highly recommend it also. And guys, we'll catch you on the next video. I appreciate y'all watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe.